Hey, what's up guys, it's G once again, and we all know that dating during these trying times is kinda hard, or just committing to things in general. If you're lonely and you have no one to talk to, and or craving for human interaction, this is the video for you. Here is our list of 10 wholesome visual novels made for everyone. So without further ado, let's go. First on the list, we have the Ace Attorney series. It's an adventure video game legal drama developed by Capcom. The first entry in the series, called Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney was released in 2001. Since then, 5 further main series games, as well as the various spin-offs and high-definition remasters for newer game consoles have been released. The player takes the roles of various defense attorneys, including Phoenix Wright, his mentor Mia Fey, and his understudies Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes, and investigates cases and defends their clients in court. They then find the truth by cross-examining witnesses and finding inconsistencies between testimonies and the evidence they have collected. And next up we have The Letter, a horror visual novel developed and published by a Philippine studio. Damn. Now, Yang Yang Mobile is divided into 7 chapters spanning over 700,000 words across all routes, and each chapter, the players take control of one of the protagonists. The Ermengarde Mansion, a 17th century English mansion, is rumored to be cursed by a vengeful spirit. Dismissed as a hoax, the mansion was listed for sale by Briar Realty Corporation. Before its grand opening to the public, Isabella Santos, an agent under the PRC, was double-checking the place when she accidentally uncovered a disturbing letter, setting a series of horrible events into motion. So next up, we have no, wrong script. Next up, we have Clannad. The story follows the life of Tomoya Okazaki from adolescence to adulthood. As an average high school student, he meets many people in his last year at school that include 5 girls whose individual problems he helps resolve, and his life is further detailed after graduating from high school. Now, ever wondered what it would be like being a bartender in a cyberpunk themed game? Well, VA11 Hall A is the game for you. VA11 Hall A, that's quite the tongue twister, contains a non-linear gameplay, and the game's plotline is influenced by the drinks the players make and how the customers react to them. There aren't any dialogue options in the game, with making different drinks being the sole way to influence the direction of the story. VA11 Hall A features a diverse cast of characters that have been described as quote-unquote average non-heroes, with developers noting how they were based on side characters that were never fully fleshed out in movies. Over time, the player begins to know the characters well enough to infer what drinks they want, resulting in an intimate experience. Up next, we have Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator. Wink, wonk. Anyways, developed by the dudes who brought you Game Grumps, the game follows a lonely single father who has just moved to a new house in Maple Bay with his daughter Amanda. And the cul-de-sac where he lives, most of the fathers are single, and the player has the option of romancing them. Following suit is Zero Time Dilemma. The story is set between the previous 2 games and follows 9 people who are kidnapped by a masked person known as Zero. They are divided into 3 teams and forced to play a death game called Decision Game. The player takes up the role of 3 of the characters and plays through the chapters the story is made up of. These consist of animated cinematics, escape the room puzzles, and moral decisions for players to make. The chapters represent 90-minute periods and can be played out of order, which is pretty cool. Next up, we have my personal favorite called Atre My Dear Moments. The game puts you in the near future where a sudden and unexplained sea rise has left much of human civilization underwater. In a little town slowly being enveloped by the ocean, an unforgettable summer is about to begin for a boy and a mysterious robot girl. Next on our list, we have the new MiHoYo game called Tears of Temes. The story takes place in a science fiction setting in the fictional city of Stellis. The player takes the role of a kick-butt lawyer as she defends innocent people in a criminal case. An overarching mystery plays out over the course of every main story chapter. 4 different bachelors assist her with the cases, which is where the romantic elements of the story are introduced. Next up to the plate is Monster Prom. The game lets you have 3 weeks to date a monster for prom, go through absurd and funny situations, raise your stats, and seduce one of your classmates. Beautiful art, bold, unapologetic dialogue, and hard choices make up for this multiplayer dating sim. Lastly, we have the short but lovely Florence. In Florence, the player follows the story of 25-year-old Florence Yeo as she lives her daily routine and meets Krish, a cellist she sees in the park. The game features little written dialogue and tells Florence's story through a series of brief chapters. And that's a list of games to help you feel less lonely in these lonely times. If you have any more thoughts or any other visual novels you want to share, feel free to share them in the comment section below. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell. And if you want the latest tech news and reviews, head on over to our website, yugatech.com. Once again, my name is G of Yugatech, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.